This is tutorial 8-7. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to make a model builder. The first step we're going to do is open up ArcMap, and we're going to open up tutorial 8-7. And we're going to be using the catalog that's in ArcMap for this tutorial, just for ease of using some other things, because we're going to be using the search feature as well. Okay, first we're going to go up to geoprocessing and go to processing options. And you want to make sure that overwrite the outputs of geoprocessing operations is checked, which for me it is, but I've gone in earlier and checked it, so do that and click OK. And now with that, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our catalog over here, and we are going to be working in GIST1. Our exercise, we want to go to chapter 8. We want to right click on that, go to new, and we're going to be adding a toolbox. We're just going to call it chapter 8. Okay. With that done, we're going to right click on it, and we're going to go to new, and we're going to add a model. And the model builder window should pop up. With that, what we're going to do now is we're going to use our search. And we're going to click on tools and data management tools. And in here they want us to scroll down and click joins. And they want us to add joins onto our model sheet. And it should look something like this. Now they want us to double click on the add join, and in this table they want us to do the following changes. They want tracks to be chosen, BIPs, and crosswalks, and STX ID. Up here there's a warning, and then we're going to uncheck this keep all tracks. Then we're going to click OK. And we should have something that looks similar to this. And they want us to save our model. Okay, now they want us to right click on the add join and click on run. And right down here it says that it succeeded, that it didn't run into any errors. With that seen, we can click close. Now what we're going to do is type dissolve into the search. And we're going to click and drag that onto our process right below add join. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. Now we're going to use this connect tool up here, and we're going to click on tracks, which is the output of add joins, and we're going to drag it and click on dissolve. And then when this little box pops up, we're going to click input features, and that should happen. Now we have to click on this tool right here, and they want us to double click on the dissolve process. And they want us to do the following changes as well. And they want us to go all the way down and choose PhD Crosswalks Hood. Then they want us to go to statistics and put in pop 2000. And for the statistics type, they want sum. They also want us to add two other statistics, tracks white also a sum, and tracks black, and that will also be a sum. With that done, we're gonna click OK. And I'm just gonna make this a little bit bigger so it looks like that. Okay. Now we're going to right click on, as you can see, this one is shadow, has a shadow under it, and this one does not. What that shadow indicates is that a test has been run, and so we're going to run the dissolve. And it succeeded. So we're going to close. Now there's a your turn that I will go along and do with you, but we're not going to run it at the end like they want us to. What we're going to do is we are going to open up our search, and we're going to go back to tools, and joins. We want to add the remove join right under dissolve, and using the connect feature we want tracks to be removed. And then we're going to choose, let's see which one. Then just choose that first one right there. Okay, now with that done, we can move ahead. What we're going to do is right click on tracks 2, and we're just going to rename it. This is to give it a more professional look. And they want us to go through and change the names of everything else as well. Okay, so our map should look like something like that, and they want us to save. Now what they're going to have us do is right click base map polygon, and the reason that we have to go ahead and do that is just because the way the instructions are written, they use the new names, so you do need to go ahead and do that. So right click on here and make this a model parameter, and we're going to do the same thing for crosswalk, and dissolve output dissolve polygons. So there should be 3 of them that are P's. Okay, now we're going to right click on add join process, and we're going to make it a variable from a parameter with input. And this little box popped up, so we're just going to move it to where it's no longer being covered up. And you can rearrange these like this, and none of the arrows will be disassociated from where they're supposed to. And they want us to make it a little bit bigger up here so the full thing's showing. Okay. And they also want us to make this input join field a model parameter as well. Then they want us to right click again, make another variable from parameter, and make an output field. Okay. And we will also be making that a model parameter. Now we're going to be inserting a title. So click anywhere in the white, then go up to then right click and create label. The book tells you what to label it. I'm just going to give it something a bit smaller. Just going to call it title. But you should follow along with what the book wants. I'm just doing this to save time. And they want us to right click, display properties. It's a little bit different from what we're used to. On font, they want us to click on that and then press this little button right here. They want to make sure bold is selected and 14. And click OK, and then we can X out of there. What they want us to do now is to right click on the input join field and create a label. Click outside it, then inside, and we can move it. As you can see, it's tied by a little string to that circle. So we're going to double click, and they have a whole paragraph or a really long sentence that they want you to put in there. I'm not going to type in the whole thing. Okay. This is so if whoever uses it can understand what's happening. With that done, we're going to right click the new label, display properties, and where it goes down here to justify, we want it to be the left, then X. And if I go back in here, you want to go to the end of a word, you want to hold down the shift key and press enter, and it will make the rest go down, so you can make it to where it doesn't take up as much space. Once that's done, you just go up and click save. Now we're going to go up to model and we're going to go to model properties. They want us to change the name to dissolve polygon. And this one would be, and then for the label they want dissolve any subset of polygons. And then they have some things they want you to put in the description. To save time, I'm not going to do that. But when you're done with that, just click store relative path names, and then click OK. And then they want us to save again. Then they want us to close this window. Now in Catalog, we're going to right click and open. Okay, now with that done, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the show help, and the things that you wrote should appear in here. I didn't go ahead and do that, so it should explain things here for you. And then I just click OK. We close, and we're going to change this to be hollow. They want 2 and a red line. And if you go to the beginning of your chapter, you should, or into this tutorial, there should be a picture that looks remotely like this. Oh, they want us to go to the draw by layer and bring tracks above neighborhoods. So your map should look something similar to this. There are other ways using the tools that we have been using to do this. This is just another more advanced way. So that's it for tutorial 8-7.